I was watching a movie called The Green Mile on Netflix. The movie had Tom Hanks in the main role, and Tom Hanks was suffering from apparently from bladder infection. And when I looked at the symptoms, they were so similar to interstitial cystitis because he was suffering from frequency. And actually, there is a dialogue where he says that peeing is like I'm as if I'm peeing glass. So he was suffering from pain. He was having problem with his wife because he was not being able to have relationship with her. So many things was so similar to ic, and yet in the entire movie he doesn't get any proper diagnosis. He just and the movie is about something else. He eventually gets cured, but through miracle. He doesn't get cured like through any kind of medicine. So while watching that movie, I thought that it's high time I make a video about male symptoms and female symptoms, because globally it is believed that women suffer from IC. Like mostly women suffer from IC, but when I look at India, when I look at my own group, I see that there are so many male patients, and their symptoms are equally debilitating, but not much is talked about male symptoms. Mostly the focus is on women because more women suffer from IC. But I believe that data is also little, it's maybe it's not an accurate data, because maybe male, they don't get diagnosed as IC, they get diagnosed as something else, as prostate issues or incontinence issues or something like that, and that is why the number of male patients is less. But that doesn't mean that male patients don't suffer. In my group, there are, I think, almost 50-50. If not 50-50, at least there is a good percentage of male in India at least. And even in the comment section, if you look at the videos, so many male patients, they comment in my videos. So from that also I can understand that in India the percentage of male is almost equal to that of female. So I was reading a research paper recently, and there I found that little bit of research was done about male and female symptoms. And one of the things that came up is the taboo factor that is associated with IC. But the taboo, we think that it is only applicable to women, but that research said that no, the taboo is also applicable to men, but maybe in a different way. So I'm just reading from that research where it says, I quote, women's experience of ICBPS found that symptom severity was significantly associated with depression. Key qualitative themes included the experience of invalidation from loved ones and healthcare providers, social withdrawal, isolation, and a perceived lack of control over symptoms. However, no such research is available for men. But so we see that when the research was done, it said that women suffer from depression, they suffer from social isolation, they suffer, they don't get proper validation from loved ones and healthcare providers, which we have already spoken about in our previous video where I have talked about medical gaslighting. So that is applicable to not only women but also to men. And I'm sure that the results are not very different. So now let's get to the symptoms of IC. The symptoms of IC vary across gender, and also often the symptoms are not similar for all. While some may experience pain, others may feel a burning sensation. Even the area of pain varies. In women, pain is in your pelvis or between the vagina and anus, while for men, the pain is between the scrotum and the anus or the perineum. Both men and women may feel pain while having sex. While women may feel pain during penetration, men will pain feel either during erection or after ejaculation. And one noticeable thing is that men suffer more from frequency, especially nocturia or nighttime frequency. So now I know of men who had to quit their jobs due to IC. In my group, I had come across men who had to quit their job because of IC. I also know of men who were afraid to get married because they were scared that they won't be able to perform and they won't be able to make their wives happy. So they didn't want to get married. So you can see that joblessness often makes men anxious and socially isolated. In a country like India, till date, a man is considered the primary bread earner of the family. So when the man is not able to work, it causes lot of stress, anxiety, pain, and so many kind of social isolation. They may not want to go out for family functions. They may not want to socialize with their friends. These things that hamper their mental health as well. So I I also know of patients who have healed themselves, male patients. And here is an interesting story that when I formed the group, my IC group, I was one woman and there were three male. So this is the story. In India, when I started, it started with me, myself, and three men. And interestingly, all three of them are now leading a very, very healthy life. They are working, they are married, they still may be having flares occasionally once, sometimes, but not something that is debilitating. And in my group also, I have thankfully helped many male patients. Mostly the patients who come to me for counseling are male, and I remember one particular man in my group who was worried that his IC would force him to stay a bachelor for the rest of his life. But then he took a session with me and I gave him diet guidance and other guidance, and I asked him to make some lifestyle modifications. And now he actually lives a better life. He got married also, and it actually gives me hope to see that so many patients, they are doing sessions, then they're getting better, they are joining the group, they are getting guidance from the group, they are getting better. This actually gives us hope. So I hope I covered what I wanted to cover in this video. I would actually do a more elaborate video later on male symptoms and female symptoms. But if you are a man and you are suffering from IC, then please leave a comment and let us know what are your specific symptoms, because actually there has not been any research in India where we can actually comprise all the data and see the difference. This is more of anecdotal references that I'm giving, but it would actually help if all of you contribute and you let us know your symptoms, and then we can actually do a data collection and see how it varies in male and female, rate of diagnosis, symptoms, rate of healing. All these things can be made into a data, and it can help not only us but also other patients. So I would like to see all of your comments. I'm waiting for that, and see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for listening till the end. Thank you very much.